the hourglass. These are the songs of our lives.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Songs of Our Lives. I'm Brad Rose. I am an artist, a composer, a writer, the founder of Foxy, Digitalis, and someone who thinks about music and sound far more than is healthy. Each week, I invite on a guest to talk about the songs and the music that has meant a lot to them and left its mark. Previous guests include Charmaine Lee, White Boy Scream, Chris Williams. The list goes on. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. But this week, I'm really excited to have Randall Dunn on the show. So this was a pretty special episode and one that didn't know was going to happen. So in case you don't know, Randall Dunn and Charmaine Lee have been on this 3-month-long 50-state tour across the U.S. I think they got about 2 weeks left. And so I had Charmaine on the show over the summer when this got announced, I think in August. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, Charmaine's like, you should have Randall on the show. It'd be good. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then they left on tour and it was just really hard to organize. And so the tour came through Tulsa on October 13th. And in the few days like leading up to it, Charmaine suggested, hey, maybe we can record it before the show or when we're there. And it didn't look like it was going to happen, but then we pulled it off. So they played on Monday night. They came over to my place on Tuesday morning, so it was early. We'd played an intense show. Everything was, but we're well caffeinated, and somehow we pulled this off, and it was a blast. So I love recording these in person. I wish I got to do it more, but yeah, it was a great time. Charmaine, thank you for really pushing to make this happen. And also Charmaine was in the room at the time, so you may hear some interjections from her throughout this episode. And can kind of be hard to hear, so apologize for that. Did the best I could. But anyway, this is a great episode. Check out all the 4 new albums on Kou Records, which is Charmaine and Randall's label. They are from Charmaine, Ivan Kang, Jessica Kinney, and Chloe Kim. All 4 of them are incredible. They're out this Friday. And there's still some dates left on Charmaine's tour, especially, I think, East Coast, Northeast. Go see it. It's her performance, best thing I've seen all year. Walked it, not even close. All right. Yeah. Like I said, this was a blast, and hope you enjoy it. My guest today is a record producer, composer, a musician, audio engineer, probably leaving something out, a lot of things out. A touring maniac at the moment. It's Randall Dunn.
Hey. How's it going? Good to be here.
So, what's the tour been like so far?
Enlightening, super enlightening. It's been really amazing at this time period to be put in this position of traveling around this country at this moment.
Yeah.
What,
I guess what's been the biggest, not maybe the biggest, what are some of the things that have surprised you or things that sort of caught you off guard?
I think, a lot of the towns that I may have been a bit dismissive of before the tour, I don't know if this will be good, but we have to hit this state, have actually been some of the most rewarding experiences or kind of the clearest picture of where a lot of people are at, young people in particular, and what they're craving and how sort of I feel like the music business, in particular, the sort of tangential or adjacent indie rock communities have not toured in those places. Yeah, they've sort of stopped because of various reasons, either economics or this kind of thought that these towns aren't worth going to. I have to go to Chicago, I got to go to LA, I got to go here. just to make money, which I completely understand.
Sure.
But I feel like it reminds me of touring or being younger. I'm Gen X, so it's being younger is quite a long time ago.
Feel that.
It is seeming to me that the benefits of touring a bit more in a lot of these areas could be really great for people who are fans of music.
Yeah.
Also for yourself and also to sort of change some of the narrative that there aren't people who want to see music and the music industry is dying and there's all these things against us and we can't do these things, but there is ways to do that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I think obviously I live in Oklahoma, so I'm in a city, so it's not the same totally, but yeah, when people, it's like, yeah, in a lot of ways the music industry is dying, but also in a way, fuck the industry part.
Exactly.
It's the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I feel maybe a new regionality coming forth after so much grayness and homogenization of the sort of pitchfork umbrella of what music is.
Yeah.
And that aspect of it kind of surprised me, and it's a little scrappy, but it definitely reminds me of touring more when I was younger. And I think people are also getting over this sort of early teen 2000s where everyone was sort of believing that they were on some upward momentum to be Lady Gaga, but they were really just a post-punk band. So
that I've had that conversation. Even like friends who are doing more quote unquote experimental stuff. There was this moment where everybody thought they could make a real career out of it, and it was like for every one Otrix Point Never. Yeah, like it's like because he broke through. Everyone else is like, oh, well, we used to play the same shows.
I've got Ableton. Yeah. I'm going to do this.
Yeah. It's like, no,
it doesn't work. No. And also, it's something too, like, the U.S. is in kind of rough shape right now, but because we don't have sort of the illusory presentation that Europe has as government funded music does so well over there. We don't really have this sort of false way of presenting artistic music that makes us believe that there's, everyone's Laurie Anderson.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, what are the thing about the tour you guys are doing, going all the places you're going. Like the thing I've been focusing on a lot lately, is doing projects, whether it's a show or some sort of art workshop but the idea is basically getting people in the same physical space, interacting, and in a way, like especially if you can find ways for people to show some vulnerability to each other, and it's like that. Considering the moment we're in, those are the ways through to me. That's how everyone starts seeing people as people again and not
stories. Yeah, that's been a prevailing thing in my whole career, actually, is the stories or the mythologizing of bands or the way they mythologize themselves and how everyone's interacted. And that was a more common thing before social media, that there was a bit more space to mythologize and create these like communities based on, coming together with stories versus like an Instagram story.
Yeah, right. Yeah, some fleeting thing that no one will remember in 5 seconds.
It's, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like it really is like the hero's journey. A lot of bands or artists, if we start to lose these stories of how someone developed or be able to audibly hear that, and people are just so tightly grasped to this sort of online version of what they're doing, that it's fully formed at 28 years old.
Yeah.
It really deprives the audience and listener of a story that they can be inspired by that takes several years to unfold.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like that's where the meat is, man. Yeah. That's where I want to know, Like how I want to see how you got that. I want to hear
see it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I love about like an artist like Bill Frisell or David Bowie or something. It's like, there's eras of them working with different producers. There's completely different things that they become obsessed with for like 2-3 years. And those are really important things. And I think a lot of the sound of music and production of music has become so homogenized or ubiquitous that we're really losing a lot of those development moments. People are in such a hurry to just get
to the end, basically.
Yeah, they want to get to the end, and then they want to also like, I have this, I can just sound like this person a little bit, and then I'll get a little bit of likes, and then there's kind of a web of mimicry that goes on with that, and in a lot of ways that I think it's been a bit detrimental to people coming together and telling stories, like you said.
Yeah. Well, I could go down this rabbit hole for a whole long time, but
it's a whole nother
that's like a whole other podcast, right? And you guys eventually got to get on the road. Before we get into the question, the songs, tell me a bit about Ruins, your new instrument with Slate Nash.
Yeah. So originally Slate Nash, during COVID, I saw them post an advertisement, and I like talked some shit on it. I just was like, I'm so sick of these sample libraries. Why doesn't anybody try? Like, make your own sounds. And they contacted me. And that's how I got involved with Spectres with Leah Bertucci. I co-produced the recording of that with her.
Man.
And it was done in my studio, Circular Ruin, which is in New York. And so that was my first sort of foray into sort of technology-based instrument building, which I became a little bit obsessed with. And then I approached those guys. They were like, well, what would you be interested in doing? I was like, I really have spent a lot of time working on guitar, with Earth and Sun. And, these are a deep part of my career. Right. And I thought I could put something together with that. Again, very different than a lot of instruments. I wanted to focus on the people involved and the stories of the people involved, not, kind of like you're talking about, not just like, here's folder number 1, an ambient guitar.
Right.
I wanted it to be like a living collaboration that can never end. And those guys are great at that type of thinking as well. And I think they saw something there with that. And so it's really a collaboration with my studio and some of the ethos that I've sort of come to love. And of course, it's like Stephen O'Malley and Orrin and Barchi and David Torn, and then Arjan Miranda and band from my studio. So it was really a good gang. Yeah, and my favorite prepared guitarist, Bill Horst, who I think is one of the greats. So, and it's all people I've worked with or am working with. David Torn, we're going to release an album on Kou Records with that we already recorded, and so the Ruins itself, it won't be just guitar. Hopefully, in collaboration with Slate Nash, it'll be a long-term
killer
philosophy more than just an instrument. So, I think those guys are the only reason I chose to do something with them is that I believe that they also care about human beings involved in the story, and making something that makes you want to make something instead of just plug and play,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, those virtual instruments, whatever you want to call it, is like a very new thing for me too. They were the ones I was like, this is not just
the
synth presets.
The interface that they've designed is, for all of their stuff, I think is super forward thinking and really incredible, and I really want to support more of what they're doing.
Yeah. So. Well, one of these days I'm gonna get into Ruins, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah. But
get in there.
Okay. Well, I have no good segue here, so we're just gonna get into it.
Okay.
And as ever, we're gonna start with, what is the first song, Randall Dunn, that you remember?
I was trying to think of this. There's two actually.
Okay.
Take a Chance by ABBA. I remember being obsessed with the intro, the layered vocal intro. And then Wichita County Lineman that my brother was obsessed with, and it just was like ambiently playing in the house here and there. So
man,
yeah,
I always think of the I need you more than I want you, and I need you for all time, or I want you for all time.
Yeah,
it's like one of the greatest lyrics ever.
It's one of the greatest lyrics, and then the solo is very short, but
yeah, so
special, and the mood, the ambience of that song is so haunted.
It is. God, it's so, and it's funny. The way this song always usually comes up on here is the Meters version, which is incredible beautiful. On its own, and like that Aaron Neville vocal is
it's so good.
But I love like both versions they're so different in a way, and they're both. Mm-hmm. I think it just kind of shows to me something that has come up on here when I had Miriam Gendron on. Was the difference between a song, like a performance versus a song.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think those, like these two different performances of a song shows like the power of that song and how good that song is.
The only performance of a song that I can think of that is as haunted as Wichita County Lineman is the Langley School Benefit version of Desperado, which I think is the penultimate amazing version of that song.
Yeah. That that whole record
it's haunted.
It's it fucks me up. But it's amazing. Okay, well first of all, are you a big crier? Do you consider yourself a big crier?
Yeah, I've been known to cry. I'm a Virgo, silently in my internal prison. There's always a tear.
I'm a Gemini, so one half of me is always crying. The other. What is the song that either makes you cry or makes you feel that kind of way?
My mom used to play the Henry Mancini version of Days of Wine and Roses.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Specifically the Henry Mancini version. So I think of my mom, I think of my dad, or, whatever was going on in our weird house. And so when I hear those harmonies and the way it's sang, even though I grew up in the 80s, it makes me, for some reason, feel like I grew up, in 1950, which is probably from watching too many episodes of Leave It to Beaver or something. I have a disassociative Henry Mancini thing going on.
Was there, growing up, was there always like a lot of music in the house or a lot of...
specific music.
Okay.
Yeah, because like that song, which I don't know, I think it must have had some sentimental reason for my parents, which I never discovered. Uh-huh. My mom also had, like all suburban housewives at that time, copies of Enya and Kenny G.
Okay.
Which was very common.
Yeah.
And so I distinctly remember Enya as well, being in our house. And also I think I attribute to my love of synthesizers, she had Deep Breakfast by Ray Lynch.
Oh man,
which is one of my favorites. So there was that moment where 80s moms were had the best music taste, like an OPN or something, just as good.
I grew up I was born in 79, so
mm-hmm. Remember that moment?
I do.
Mom's record collection looked like a current Williamsburg
basically household. Yeah. It was even here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we were living like Williamsburg 2020. All right, what's the song that puts you in a better mood?
The Electrician by Scott Walker.
Yeah, that it's funny.
I know it's really grim.
But I was thinking about that intro, the way he has the vocals layered, where I think he's kind of bizarre. Sort of harmonizing, but it's sort of dissonant, and
it also sounds very electronic.
It does. Well, so I was thinking about that. Like I remember when I heard this many years ago. That whenever we started doing God's Eye, I was like, okay, that is my starting point for processing Eden's vocals. Is I want them to have that weird, dissonant, electronic, kind of cold sound.
Yeah.
And so when I saw this on here and with the show last night, it's like, oh man, this is serendipity. But
it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like this song is, Scott Walker is obviously one of the all-time greats. Yeah. song always felt it's like the shift.
Yeah.
From
Yeah. That's where the Walker brothers became Scott Walker, and then the guys that
20 years later he's beating on slabs of meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Farting on.
Yeah. I find the strings on that song really incredible, and like I just hear that bass sound, and it's really similar to and I know he was influenced by this, but Security by Peter Gabriel. Like I feel a real kinship between the production on that song and what Peter Gabriel was trying to do on that. And I over the last 4 or 5 years, I've become such a big Peter Gabriel reawakened fan about like 3 records in particular. One of them Security, one of them his soundtrack for The Last Temptation of Christ, which I think is a masterpiece and one of the best synthesizer records ever.
Oh man. Okay.
Like that's up there with Halloween 3 as far as like synth records.
Dang.
For me.
Okay. So, I'm sure I've heard it once, but no, okay. Yeah. It's going on the
a lot of Fairlight and weird samplers.
Hell yes. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody's favorite question: what is objectively the greatest song of all time? And just for everybody listening, Charmaine is sitting here in the room, and I still think you had one of the best answers for
what
that.
was it? I didn't even remember. I can't remember.
It was Phil Collins, In the Air.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
sure.
I mean,
Also, kind of Scott Walker-y. That song.
It's Phil Collins, Scott Walker era for one song.
Exactly.
Yeah. But okay, for you, what is?
There's 2.
Yeah.
There's probably 2. I Just Wasn't Made for These Times is like maybe an anthem that I have in my head at least once a day.
Same.
Just because I feel the current state of the world is.
Yeah. And I think I've felt that at various points throughout my life. Even when I was younger. Yeah. But lyrically, and sonically and everything, Surf's Up is like, that's the one. I think I was thinking Till I Die as well, which is also amazing. But Surf's Up is going to be the winner for me. I mean, Surf's Up as an album.
Yeah.
Is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's one of the greatest records.
I'm going to misquote this lyric, but it's something like, I see myself too hardened to cry. We have to look this up, but hardened eye. It's a Van Dyke Parks kind of turn of phrase. A man too tough to cry, or too tough to cry.
The lyrics of Surf's Up like every line is just.
This is a choke of grief, heart hardened eye, beyond belief, a broken man too tough to cry. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is. I mean, I don't know.
Like
when I growing up, like
something.
I still love Pet Sounds, of course, but like it was like, oh, Pet Sounds, and then I remember first time hearing Surf's Up in my later teens, and it was like, oh, and Beach Boys were very formative for me. Like I have memories of being 5 years old, staying at home sick with my dad, and he'd put on, and it was like the early like Surfing USA Beach Boys records, but I just was obsessed with the harmonies and how
absolutely, yeah.
And then as I got older, it was like Pet Sounds, and I got older, it was like and just I don't know.
Yeah, and that song is a Van Dyke Parks lyric, and the other song that I love, Disney Girls, is Bruce Johnston. And I find those are actually my 2 favorite Beach Boys songs, even though I love all the Brian Wilson stuff. Those 2 resonate on some other haunted thing, like Soul of America kind of.
I forgot
kind of way.
It Surf's Up has the outro of Child is the Father of Man.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
true.
What a record.
Yeah. What a career. We lost Brian this year or last year?
Was it this year?
Early this year or last year?
I don't know. This year has been a decade, so.
Yeah, it's I just love the Beach Boys music. And obviously, doing record production, that becomes like a sort of like cliche, but why not?
Some things are cliches for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, well, what's a song that you used to love but now didn't quite do it for you?
I think Walk on the Wild Side.
This blew my mind when I was like 14.
Right. You know what I mean? And then you kind of keep listening to it and you're like, this is kind of bad vibes. It's bad vibes.
It's bad vibes.
I don't feel differently about Lou Reed, but
right.
But that particular song, I don't know. There's something about it now that I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like.
I think bad vibes is right.
Yeah, it's bad vibes.
Yeah. Okay, well, what is the song that most people hate? I don't know who they are. Maybe Charmaine hates it. I don't know. And you're trying to listen to it in the car on this tour, but you don't give a shit. You love it.
I'm a big Dua Lipa fan, actually.
Yeah.
So Levitating.
Dude, this is a
Dua
bop.
Lipa. Yeah. I could listen to it all the time.
That bass line?
Yeah. And I think it was co-written by, what's his name from Earth, Wind and Fire?
Oh, yeah.
Might have co-wrote it. Could be
Wow.
wrong about that. Yeah. But it's a great song.
It's a great song.
I also find it fascinating that they cut all of the breaths out. So when you listen to it, it's just,
I never noticed it.
The vocals are just on top of each other and you never feel like it was sung. It's just like, you never hear it's just always like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's just there. It's maniacal in that sense.
That's kind of bananas.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I keep, my daughter never, she's sort of my conduit to pop music. We're having a K-pop moment right now.
Okay.
And it's kind of gotten out of hand for all of us. And it's okay. But she's usually my conduit to keeping me abreast on but she's never had a Dua Lipa moment. So
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Too young, maybe
I don't
missed
know.
it.
Yeah, as with many, she started with Taylor Swift a few years ago. And so
it's like a gateway drug.
Yeah. And now it was finally a couple days ago, she removed all Taylor Swift from her playlist.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then she got into, which we will get into in the behind the paywall, but she's a big Boy Genius fan.
Okay.
But now it's K-pop, Stray Kids, who are a K-pop band that they're pretty great, I think, actually. And they produce all their own music rather than having a company produce. Anyway. Yeah.
Does she like that band, the Demon Hunters?
Well, that was the gateway drug. We watched the movie over the summer.
Right.
And it was cool. And then next thing we knew, she was like, check this out.
Yeah, they're starting to do the 80s style thing where they create some characters without a narrative. They make a movie.
Yeah.
They choke down the movie and then they throw the record at you. You know?
Yeah. And
for us, it was toys.
Right.
Oh, you like this comic? Here's the toy.
Yeah. But Dua Lipa, back to that. Yeah. One of these days, maybe.
You should just go in. Just go in on that.
I know. Well, if I catch her in the right mood, if I'm like, hey, I'm going to play you something I think you like. Yeah. And then she will, she'll be like, oh. And then I'll notice she added to her favorite songs playlist. I'm like, fuck yes.
Anyway. That one. But Charmaine doesn't hate it played in the car though. She likes that song.
That's good.
It's only when you get into, because you've got an ear out for Sabrina Carpenter. You're constantly checking on
everything
and what those girls
got to be abreast of what's happening.
And I find that stuff a bit too cute or something.
I find it psychotic. Yeah. I'm listening out of pure horrific enjoyment.
Car crash. What? Yeah.
What are people doing to what kind of stuff is happening here with computers and people?
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, what's the most romantic song?
For me, the Terminator soundtrack.
Well, you wrote Terminator or Terminator 2? Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. 2. The Brad Fidel Terminator 2 soundtrack. First date. One of my first dates was Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. Yeah, that was, I remember when it came out, because, that was what, late 80s?
Yeah.
It was the biggest thing ever.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's also the really, something I really love about it is everyone on YouTube who's trying to explain what the meter is. So there's 20 or 30 videos. No, it's in 7/8. Then there's 2 bars of this and 2 bars. And Brad Fidel has never really said it. I think there's one interview where he's like, I just kind of did this thing and drifted over it. It's like he knew nothing was intended. It was just a feeling for him. So
yeah, I was kind of popping through just random tracks on it this morning, and I think it was Sarah on the Run.
Oh yeah.
And it's insane. It's beautiful. It's like this like harshly processed pan flute or something, and then all these drum machines. It's like, what are you doing? Sick. This is incredible.
It's so sick. Yeah. There was a moment that OPN and the guys from my studio, he was in our studio for a while. We're talking and almost purchased Brad Fidel's Fairlight.
Oh man.
With all of those samples in it.
Holy shit. That would have been.
And I can't remember who got it, but might have been Alessandro Cortini might have purchased it. But man, it would have been really amazing to have.
Holy shit.
That's a holy grail instrument, I think. That's like a a chalice.
Well, what is the song that changed your perspective on an artist, either for better or for worse?
I remember what you said.
I don't remember what I was thinking. Oh yeah, Van Halen. Sunday Afternoon at the Park by Van Halen. I was never really a big Van Halen fan, which now seems ludicrous to me. But I heard that song. Panos Cosmatos enlightened me to that song, actually.
I'd never heard it until I listened to it this morning.
Yeah, and it's basically like what I've been trying to do with bands for the last 25 years. And then I got obsessed with what synthesizer was on there, which is this rare Electro Harmonics one. I bought one. And every time Panos puts a playlist together for something we might work on musically, that song is there. So it's just kind of haunting me these days. But that led me to like really appreciate everything about Van Halen. And also his son's new album is pretty rad.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It has a lot of synth on it and different things. So yeah.
Man, okay, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, no, that's I was like, this is Van Halen? Wow.
Yeah, right. It's wild.
Great. Yeah. I'll have to check out his kids. I didn't even know his kid had an album out. All right, lyrics. What are your favorite? Well, do you pay close attention to lyrics? Can they make or break a song for you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I work on a lot of experimental music, but I also really love to produce good songs.
Yeah.
Like I want to do more of that, even more than I have, and I want to explore that. But I think this one is Surf's Up for sure. We kind of got into it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
but that's one of my
and it's like every line
all time. Yeah, that's one of my all times.
Yeah, What song have you or can you listen to the most?
I have two sort of seminal records that I think are the greatest synthesizer records of all time. And that's John Carpenter's and Ellen Holworth's Halloween 3 soundtrack, which is the anomaly in that franchise, which is also the best Halloween movie, which coincidentally takes place in Eureka, California. Yeah. So where Mr. Bungle is from. And Six Organs, there's a lot of bands up there. So, and Aphex Twin selected Ambient Works. Yeah. Which I like number 3 on that. And on the Carpenter record, I'm a sucker for Chariots of Pumpkins.
Both of those are, God, those are just such.
I can't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure Chariots of Pumpkins is somehow a dig or like a haha name.
On Chariots of Fire.
On Chariots of Fire, clearly.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Like it has to be. That track is so. I mean, that whole soundtrack's amazing.
It's incredible.
But just, it's like the arpeggios on that track, especially, just
weird. It's really weird.
It is. And
I think they were like sequencing stuff, but it was real drifty. And I will admit that that's the Aphex Twin record and that had a lot in common. Actually. Yeah. If you play them back to back, it's like the record never stopped. It's like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's something about the mood that, like a sleepless mood to it, like that I think is really beautiful.
And that number 3 especially, I think like that chord progression
it's unbelievable.
Every time it just
I listen to that pretty much every day, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
That record.
Okay, let's see. What were the what's the sexiest song? Is that the next one? I think so.
We just put answers for like everything. So
Oh, okay. Well, what's the sexiest song? Let's go with that.
I always think about Italy
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, and I think about Goblin. So I'd say Profonderosa by Goblin is like
Yeah.
a particular mood of sexiness that I think is
That's like a very specific. Yeah, it is.
a lot
It's
of
like,
red leather and
Yes. That's
cappuccinos, you know?
red leather sexy.
Yeah,
That's man.
exactly.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. What's the best hype song?
Best hype song, Cars by Gary Newman. Yeah. I think that's the, that just makes me want to drive and get hyped and stay on tour.
Is that what you guys put on like every morning when you hit the road? Da-na-na-na.
It just feels good. That just the groove and everything. It just feels really.
I mean, that riff, like, yeah. As soon as you hear that riff,
yeah,
you're ready to go.
yeah. The other one I really love is the John Tesh, NBA hype song.
Yeah.
I think that one's great, and I love his like video on YouTube where he's like, "I have the voicemail," and he's like talking about how he made it and stuff. So.
I just want to give a strong shout out to the Chips theme song.
Oh yeah, we've
Being
been
one of the
listening.
greatest,
Yeah.
like, songs on tour of all time.
Yeah. The Chips theme song is very special.
I don't know the Chips theme song, so
Yeah, it's a Mike Post. It's another Mike Post. You know, Mike Post who wrote the A-Team, Simon and Simon, Law and Order.
Yeah.
Law and Order, Special Victims.
Yeah.
You know, he's written every great TV show thing.
Right.
But that one in particular is so aggressive and overly arranged.
Beautiful.
And one of the weirdest synthesizer sounds I've ever heard in a melodic context.
Oh, I'm into it.
Yeah,
I mean, just
weird.
the description and like knowing Mike Post stuff, I'm like, yeah.
You're in, yeah.
Okay,
It's,
yeah, as soon as
it's
we get
what
done
you
here.
hope. It's what you hope.
Yeah. All right, last two questions. What is the song that means the most to you? Not necessarily the song because of the song itself, but because of what you or who you associate it with.
That one's tough for me because there's a lot of songs that I've recorded that mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know, because it's been an event in my life, and you know, The Driver by Earth. Simultaneously get to work with Bill Frisell, and then somehow it makes it into a Jim Jarmusch film, and a lot of my life is connected in that song. And I think sometimes I hear that song sort of audio hallucination wise, and it's just I felt like it was one of the songs where I just got it right, and it feels very emotional to me.
Yeah.
It's a time in my life. There's like there's a song Lost that I recorded for Zola Jesus that it's the time and the space and the what I was doing at that time with her. And then Guinevere, which is a Miles Davis version of a Crosby, Stills and Nash tune.
Oh man.
Which is really beautiful and hard to kind of find. It was on the box set only.
Mm-hmm. It's incredible.
It's really beautiful, and also it's so funny because you wouldn't think Miles Davis would be like, "Hey, I think I'm just going to do this." Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So I think it was somebody maybe at Columbia that was like, "You should record this version of this," you know. So
and then I mean, he talk about cover song that's better than the original. I mean, it's so different,
much better,
but it's
much
like
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that one. He just sort of. It's like he dissolves the melody into
it's
this.
so abstract.
And it's, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's a big one for me. That's like, there's a mood. Again, it's like a lot of the songs we've talked about, there's a sort of haunting within that is palpable.
Yeah. It's been a recurring theme here today. I mean, that's like
the haunting.
Yeah.
It's probably me. I'm a bit on a trip about like, and it even relates to my interest in comics and older things is sort of the Mark Fisher hauntology concept of the thread that's there that you keep forgetting about, you know, or that fast culture pushes down, you know? Yeah. So,
well, speaking of things that are all there, what is your favorite song?
Oh, that's tough. It's quite tough. I'm gonna have to say, well, there's like adolescent me, like teenage me has one, which is probably something off Pretty Hate Machine. And then there's sort of the classical me, which would be the Ligeti's Requiem from 2001. Or now I would think like anything on Joni Mitchell's Blue, or Wasn't Made for These Times by the Beach Boys. All of those are sort of a layered lasagna.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no, that's
so,
good.
In my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. We got through it all. I can't believe we pulled this off.
Oh, it's great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, so the first releases on the label are out on Halloween.
Yes. Chariots of Pumpkins.
Chariots
Orange and black Obi strips for Halloween, you know?
Yes.
I'm incredibly excited to be doing this label in a time when everyone will tell you not to do a label. So everyone will tell you probably not to do a label, not to do a 3-month tour to every state. Yeah, we're checking all the things not to do off the list. So
that's
we can do it.
The ship's going down, right? We might do it. Smoke them if you got them.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody should check out the records because all 4 of them are absurd. So
thanks.
Yeah, they're so good.
Such great artists, and Charmaine and I were really privileged to be able to work with people like that, and the ones that are coming up are also incredible, and very, very excited about those too. So
everybody keep paying attention.
Yeah, we'll just keep shoveling music in there.
And go see Charmaine on tour over the next few weeks.
Indeed.
Once again, a million thanks to Randall Dunn for getting up early, coming over, drinking some coffee, making this thing happen. Thank you to Charmaine Lee for helping facilitate it. Literally, I got Randall's song list while they were driving between Kansas City and Tulsa, with Charmaine clearly using voice to text and me trying to decipher some of the. It was one of a kind episode, this one. All the new stuff on Kou Records is out now, or out Friday, but you can order it now. Link to that in the show notes. And also, I guess I didn't mention that, but Randall's Slate and Ash instrument Ruins is out now too, and looks fucking awesome. I'm hoping to get to play with it one of these days. And otherwise, I don't know. This is great. Randall's picks, playlist, link to that, all the stuff. I feel like I'm half awake right now. So thank you all for listening. Please leave a rating review wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe. Foxy Digitalis. Patreon.com/Foxy Digitalis. All those things. It all helps. Y'all are the best. Until next time, keep on listening to whatever the hell you want.